I think some Cubs Twitter people have put this out there too. We don't want to move Matt Shaw. Matt Shaw feels comfortable. He's young. He's thriving at the number 9 spot. He's feeling comfortable. We don't want to screw around with this. Let's look at the situation a little closer. Matt Shaw, before the year started, was a second baseman, and they converted him to third base. How's he doing at third base? Matt Shaw is a guy who struggled early in the year, went down to the minors during the year, and adjusted his swing on the fly, and is now hitting as well as any player. Don't worry about being comfortable with Matt Shaw. He has shown you he adjusts just fine. He moved positions from second to third. He adjusted his swing midseason. I don't think moving from number 9 up in the order is going to bug him from being comfortable. It's asinine to me. I don't understand the thinking. I think the team, other than PCA, had a total of 3 hits as well.
What's making you crash harder, the Cubs or what you saw from the left tackles collectively up at Hallis Hall today?
Well, I knew, it's not a surprise to me, the left tackle situation. And I'm upset about it, and I'm upset that they've ignored it and that they thought this process would be a good one. But it's still, there's still time. This is ticking me off because it's the Pirates. These wins, they can't score. And what was once a fun season, I said it yesterday to you, Waddle, you are expecting something bad to happen now. If you're a Cubs fan and you're not one of those guys who is always glass half full, if you're just a regular Cubs fan who is watching these games and you're rooting for the team but you've been disappointed, you have it in the back of your mind, they're going to find a way to screw it up. And Palencia allowing a solo home run, an opposite field home run in the 9th inning, and then PCA getting on with its third hit, only to overslide second when he easily had the base stolen, is the essence of what we're watching with the Cubs. Just another thing that they're going to screw up these days.
Yeah, and this cast of Pirates is not a huge challenge either, so that one stings for sure. But the Reds, you know what? Maybe the Reds will do you a favor and take down Mizorowski and the Brewers tonight in the Queen City.
You can't. I've told you this. You cannot worry about the Brewers. The
you
Brewers
don't worry.
Well, no, I'm saying the Brewers are out of the equation. This is not a Brewers issue. The Brewers have zero to do with this. Forget about catching the Brewers. Start playing better baseball. It doesn't matter what the Reds do against the Brewers. The Cubs can't slide properly into second base. You know what I'm saying?
The crash is underway.
Until you could start playing, you're not allowed to look at the Brewers until you start handling your own business first. And they're handling their own business horribly. Horribly. What did you make of that? And what's going on?
You're crashing. You're crashing right now.
It's not crashing. It's, my mom just texted me. I tweeted it out. What did she say? I want to quote her exactly. And this is where I get it from. She wrote, "I'm beginning to enjoy the different ways they F up." And she didn't use F. That's it.
You're right. PCA had half their hits today. Outside of PCA, I think they had 3 other hits.
And that's
but
a
he
shame
barreled
in
the
it.
ball.
So he should walk away saying, "Oh, I'm back. Oh, the day did me good. Oh, I'm feeling better." But now he's in his locker having to explain why he overslid the base in the 9th, and this will probably make him squeeze the bat even harder. You know what I mean? He's already been pressing, trying to do too much for this team.
Okay, what did the manager do today that was questionable that got your ire up?
I didn't follow it closely. We were talking to Tirico while this happened, and then we were talking to Thayer. But Jesse texted me about it, where, let me set this up right. So Reese McGuire was coming to the plate, and there was a righty on the hill for the Pirates, okay? You follow me so far? Reese McGuire is a left-handed hitter. The Pirates have a right-handed hitter. So you pinch hit for Reese McGuire, even though it was lefty-righty. You want more offense in for Reese McGuire. He went with Carson Kelly, a righty against a righty, and the Pirates, as he told me, righties are hitting 155 off Pirates pitching. So righty versus righty, doesn't do well against the Pirates. It's 155. You had Owen Casey, who's a left-handed hitter that you just brought up yesterday, to face the righty in this situation. You just called him up. And instead, you put Carson Kelly up there. And remember, the eighth inning, I think it was, the Cubs had the bases loaded with no outs, and they only scored one run.
Yes.
And that was in the middle of that eighth inning where Carson Kelly was asked to pinch hit, where right-handed hitters don't hit right-handed pitchers from the Pirates.
What happened to the computer and all of the analytics that get spit?
I don't know. Computer? What do you do? They not trust Casey? Like, this is like this whole thing with the Matt Shaw stuff. Today, Matt Shaw went from 9th to 8th. Meantime, Ian Happ can't get a hit for the life of him. He was thrown out trying to steal a base today, too, when he finally got on base for the fourth time. Or no, he got on base. He was 0 for 3, then he got on base the fourth time. But Ian Happ goes from number 2 to number 4. He is. Do you know that Ian Happ has the second lowest slug on the Cubs in the starting lineup, only behind Nico Horner, and it's getting close to being below Nico Horner level. But yet, Ian Happ is your cleanup hitter. Yesterday, Ian Happ was your number 2 hitter, and like Friedel and Cap have been saying to me, Silvy, maybe he feels comfortable, and I think some Cubs Twitter people have put this out there too. We don't want to move Matt Shaw. Matt Shaw feels comfortable. He's young. He's thriving at the number 9 spot. He's feeling comfortable. We don't want to screw around with this. Let's look at the situation a little closer. Matt Shaw, before the year started, was a second baseman, and they converted him to third base. How's he doing at third base? Matt Shaw is a guy who struggled early in the year, went down to the minors during the year, and adjusted his swing on the fly, and is now hitting as well as any player. Don't worry about being comfortable with Matt Shaw. He has shown you he adjusts just fine. He moved positions from second to third. He adjusted his swing mid-season. I don't think moving from number 9 up in the order is going to bug him from being comfortable. It's asinine to me. I don't understand the thinking.
And Tucker went hitless again today. Don't believe he's hit a home run since July 19th.
We have a major issue, yeah.
They keep running him up there, though. I mean,
the Cubs are, you know what? The Cubs are probably going to be happier because now they're going to be able to tell the world that we don't think Tucker's worth it. So now they're not going to be held accountable about paying a guy. They don't have to worry about the $500 million equation anymore.
Do you know what his slash is in the month of August? Like, this is one of, I think, conservatively, the last couple of years has been a top 10 hitter in baseball, wouldn't you say? And all good players go through slumps. In the month of August, he's hitting 150 on base percentage of 227, a slug of 150 for an OPS on the month. And again, you're halfway through August of 377.
Think about that. You just said a slug of 150.
A slug of 150 for the month.
That's unheard of.
Yeah. 40 at bats.
It's unheard of from anybody.
Yeah.
And that's Kyle Tucker. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It is more than just putting in a lineup and letting them come out of it.
You realize, too, that he's got more strikeouts in the month of August, 12, and it's only the 15th. Then he had the entire month of July. He had 11.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So if you want to sound off, you're leaving Wrigley. Cubs lose 3-2. They continue to go into free fall. Big Cat texted me, too. He had a good text. Will Bunt's texting me, like everybody. I've got company here, Waddle.
Listen, I think Cubs Nation is crashing right now. That's what the kids say, right? Isn't that
that's
how
what they say. You've adopted that now as yours.
By the way, Jack's beside himself. I've talked to him at some of the breaks, and I don't think Jack's really got control of his emotions right now.
Do you need to be held, Jack?
You're angry, Silvy. I'm just sad. This was so promising at the start of the season, and the division's out. Like, I was thinking at least at the minimum, you always have this 5-game series against Milwaukee to be able to make some type of run, and maybe the Cubs will get hot next week and they can sweep Milwaukee. That's out the window. It doesn't even matter. If they sweep Milwaukee, they're still not winning the division, even if they win all 5 games next week. I'm just sad. The wild card's only a 4.5-game lead now. It's the season is teetering away. I think there's still a chance they get hot. PCA actually barreled the ball up again today, but I'm beside myself. I feel just dejected watching this team. It's not fun anymore,
Your
like it was at the
playoff
beginning of the year.
percentage, Jack, is still 96.5 if that calms
But
you
do you
down.
believe that? I don't. Not the way this team's playing with the eye test right now. Not the way that the Reds have won a couple games in a row. It's because there's so many teams in between them and the Reds for that last out of the playoff spot. But I have a tough time believing the way this run is going right now that they really do have over a 95% chance of winning. The eye test tells me it's lower right now.
Yeah, maybe lower, but I still would bet on them making the postseason. Here's what Big Cat said. Big Cat said, the Cubs are a real estate company that sometimes plays baseball.
He's right. A real estate and entertainment business.
And I've got to clean up Wilbon's text. The Cubs are done. I mean, no wild card, no nothing. And I'm not paying Kyle Tucker $400 million or $300 million or even $200 million anything.
Well, that's because he's got to buy you a house in Arlington Heights.
That's right. And he says, what a Cubbish August collapse. Geez, I'm 12 years old again. That was from Wilbon just now.
What do you think, again, as diehard Cub fans, the two of you, and I know on the surface it's nobody's hitting because starting pitching has been good. Ray was good again today. Like, you're getting enough starting pitching.
Yeah.
What is your explanation for why it has gone so bad so fast for this period of time?
They're in their heads. Like, Tucker's hurt and in his head. PCA's in his head. The other guys, I think Hap's in his head. Hap isn't this bad. And I just don't think that anybody inside that clubhouse is a leader. I don't believe the manager is a leader, and I don't believe they have any alphas on that team. Not that this is football, but I still believe that you have to manage personalities and find ways and try to do things different. They continue to do the same thing with the offense each and every day with the lineup construction, and they're banging their head against the wall.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that's where the manager, I think, steps in and has to have an impact on your team. When the vibe is as bad as it is and things are going that way, he's got to be responsible for managing the 27 plus however many people are in that clubhouse and finding a way to get all of them going. Whatever it takes, you may have to deal with each one of them differently. You may have to sit down at everyone's locker and talk to them differently or talk to them collectively.
Sure.
But somehow, some way, you've got to find a way to connect with them.
I agree. Sit down with guys. Start talking. All right, let's get these calls. We have full phone lines on the Cubs, 312-332-3776. They lose 3-2. Palencia gives up the winning home run in the top of the ninth inning, and in the bottom of the ninth, the Cubs had PCA on. It looked like he was stealing second and had it easily stolen, but he overslid second, and there goes that inning. Matt in Lakeview, you're on ESPN 1000. What's up, Matt?
How you doing, gentlemen?
does it
Long-time
sound?
listener, first-time caller. I just am so irritated with this team, but I called in originally about Kyle Tucker, and Waddle, your point just was amazing. There's no leadership on this team. Did we lose this season when we lost Justin Steele? I mean, really, it seems like it.
Well, that
'cause he's
happened
the heart
so
and soul of the
early.
team.
He's the one guy, like there's that gif of him when he's walking into the dugout and he says, like, he's swearing at the team. He, like, let's wake the blank up or something to that extent. But they've been playing good baseball ever since he got hurt. He got hurt right away. And this has been, like Waddle said, in this last month where it went from on to off with no in between. So let's go to Bryant in Alabama. Bryant, you're on ESPN 1000.
Hey, guys. First time, long time. How's everybody doing today?
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, so just a couple things. Not necessarily do you have to go out and just sell the farm, for guys at the deadline, but, like, that gives a huge momentum boost. And, like they always said, Rizzo said, like, hey, it's go time. And they did nothing. I mean, like, the best record in baseball, was rolling. And you do nothing practically. And this is where it's got you. Like, that has to be deflating, not just to the team, but to the manager. Like, I know everybody wants to put it here, there, whatever. Tucker's hurt. Like, get him on my IL. Like, I just, I'm more disappointed in the front office, Jed, Ricketts, them saying we got to be mindful for 2032. Like, man, that stuff, I don't get it. When you're there and you got as good of a chance as anybody to win the World Series, and you do that, you do nothing. And now, I mean, now we're pretty much in a 3 to 5 game season. If we get to the playoffs, we're in the division series, possibly against the Dodgers, against somebody like that. And just for what they did or for what they didn't do, I don't get it. I live in Braves country, and so people, they got all these guys signed for, big contracts. We're going to make a run for 10 years. And I mean, you see what happens. They didn't make the playoffs last year, one of the worst records this year. Every year is special when you got that team. And that's what the Cubs had this year, and they're throwing it away. Like, the front office is throwing it away. And you guys are as frustrated as we are. And I just wanted to call and rant for a minute. I live in Alabama, so I ain't got a lot of Cubs fans down here. And, I'm listening in the game after school. And so I just, I'm really frustrated. I don't get it. It'd be different if they were middling and they were middle of the pack and they were, huge salaries, the second or third. I don't get it. It was set up perfect and they've crapped it away. And you never know. We get to the playoffs, anything can happen. But, if this is what the team is and this is how they're going to play the rest of the year, it may be a whimper. And then what do you got? You got to re-sign Tucker?
Brian, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got you. It was a good call. I want to go to Andrew on the north side. Andrew, you're on ESPN 1000.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're good.
Good. I don't want to say I'm spiraling, but my family's they're getting rid of all the sharp objects in the house. Not going well. I just want to know, why can't Moises Ballesteros catch? I know he's built like J.B. Pritzker, but are you saying that he can't play? He can't play better than Reese McGuire or Carson Kelly? And also, I just want to say the only way that Kyle Tucker's getting $500 million is if he starts playing the Powerball. I'm going to go back to spiraling. Thank you, guys.
The bailing on Kyle Tucker is starting to take place now. And listen, I don't blame Cub fans for being disappointed and frustrated around it. Think about him. Like, he's on the verge of free agency. And I just gave you his numbers, what he's done in the month of August while everyone's fixated on him and the Cubs. I don't know. Somebody's got to address what's going on with him, because I would bet you that he's never had a stretch like this in his Major League Baseball career.
Oh, he can't be, right? He can't have gone through this. Like, I'll remind you of Trey Turner. Now, this happened with Trey Turner after he signed his deal with the Phillies, so the deal was already signed for the Mega Millions. But, a lot of people were counting him out after he signed and he was slumping with Philly. Do you remember then they did the standing ovation when things were bad? And he's been a better player since then. He hasn't been his superstar self. I don't know, like a 3.5 WAR guy, but it helped. I still think Tucker is going to get a lot of money. I don't know. Maybe he does a 1-year deal. How much money do you think he's lost?
In the here and the now, a ton, but it's the middle of August. Like, for whatever reason, if he finds a way to get back on track, and by the end of August, he's barreling up baseballs, and in the month of September, he gets back to being himself, and then you get to the postseason and he delivers, then, all is right in his world. So, it's hard to say that right now. The last 15 games have been garbage. There's no question. But leading up to this point, he's a guy that has had a resume that is very, very, very impressive.